Okay. Nouns case. What is a case? Case means relation of a noun or a pronoun with other words in a sentence. Okay? Relation of a noun or a pronoun with other words in a sentence is called case. For example, I got Aradhya's copy. Whose copy? Aradhya's copy. Like I got whose copy? Aradhya. And copy belongs to whom? Aradhya. Okay? Is it clear? So it is a relation of a noun or a pronoun with other words in a sentence. This is called noun case. Noun case are of 4 types. What are they? First is nominative case. It is also known as subjective case. When a noun or a pronoun is used as a subject, when a noun or a pronoun is used as the subject of a verb, right? This noun, which can be pronoun also, it acts as a subject, right, of a verb. Suppose the sentence is Shayan played well yesterday. So what is a verb here? Played. Okay. So what I said, when a noun or a pronoun is used as a subject of a verb. So here your noun is Shayan. It is acting as a subject to this verb. So this is called nominative case or subjective case. Is it clear? Objective case. When a noun or a pronoun is used as the object of a verb. When a noun or a pronoun is used as the object, right? Not like a subject. Here it was acting as a subject to the verb. But now this noun or a pronoun is used as the object of a verb. It is called objective case. For example, Kanika loves strawberries. What is the verb here? Loves, right? And strawberries is your object. Is it clear? So this is called objective case. Now see, vocative case. When a noun or a pronoun is used to address a person, right? When you address a person, you call that person with a name or a group of person. Is it clear? When you address a person or a group of person, that is known as vocative case. It can be a noun, it can be a pronoun. You can take the name or you can use the pronoun to address a person or group of person. Suppose if you say Insia, comma, come here. So you are addressing whom? Insia. So this is called vocative case. Ladies and gentlemen, comma, kindly be seated. You are addressing ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this is called vocative case. Possessive case. When a noun or a pronoun shows possession or ownership. When the noun or a pronoun shows ownership or possession, that is called possessive case. I think everybody is familiar with the apostrophe. This is your apostrophe. It's a punctuation mark. This is used at 2 places. First place to show the possession, to show the ownership. And at the second place, it is also used with a contraction. What is contraction? Omission of one or more letters. That is known as contraction. If you write the word I am, so if you want to contract it, so you will remove this A and you will put the apostrophe and it will become am. Did not, remove O, it will become didn't. Is it clear? Now see how you will form the possessive case. There are 2 systems to form the possessive case. First is you simply put the apostrophe or you put an apostrophe and S after that. Okay. Now see how. We add S, apostrophe and S with singular nouns. When the noun is single, you put apostrophe and after that you put S. Suppose the word is, the sentence is house of my friend. So whose house? Friend's house. So you will say my friend. Friend is a noun. It is singular. Put apostrophe and add S to it. And then house. Okay. With plural nouns, if a plural noun is ending with S, double S, SH or H, we use only apostrophe system. I told you there are two systems. One is apostrophe, plain, simple, you use apostrophe, or you use apostrophe or S. So, if you find these words, any word, any noun ending with these letters, you use apostrophe system. Suppose this term is girls, right? It is a plural word. You simply add S apostrophe and it will become girls hostel. Boys, put apostrophe, boys school. Is it clear? With plural nouns that do not end in S. If it is a plural but it is not ending with S, so here you will use apostrophe and S system. Okay? Suppose the word is children. It is not ending with S. So what you will do? You will use apostrophe and S. Right? Apostrophe and S system over here. Woman, apostrophe and S. Is the concept clear? With personified objects to treat them as living beings. Right? What is personification? When you consider a non-living thing as living. That is called personification. Isn't it? So, see the example. Duties call. Duties call. So, what you will do? You will simply put apostrophe. Is it clear? So, you don't have to use S. Simple apostrophe you put. Because S is already there. With personified objects to treat them as living beings, we use apostrophe. Simple. This one. The company is provided. They are all non-living. Obviously, you are considering them as a living thing. So, when you personify an object, so there you use simply apostrophe system. I think the concept is clear to everyone. Okay.